What is up, people? My name is Shoquafina, and welcome back to another episode of our Fantasy Franchise Mode with the Detroit Red Wings here in NHL 17. And where we left off last time, we made a couple of trades here, improved our locker room chemistry, and simmed just the first couple of months of the season. However, you might notice that our record, points, and locker room chemistry might be different, and that is because there was something wrong with the save file, so I had to do it all over again. But don't worry, I made all the same moves. Everything's exactly the same except for what is out of my control, which would be, of course, the record and all of that. So just to get going here, let me show you guys the new point leaders for our team because it did change. As you can see here, TJ Oshie is leading the team with points with 27 points in 23 games, 24 points for Vladimir Tarasenko in 23 games, and then Matt Duchene with 22 and 23. Max Domi is in fourth with 17, and Morgan Riley leading our defenseman with 16. So, three players that are all pretty much a point per game. Like, realistically, they're all a point per game. Domi's up there. Charlie Coyle, I wish, second line center, he's pretty decent right now. Chris Kreider only with 13. I wish he'd get a bit higher than that. But that's what we're looking at right now. And that is a lot better than what we were looking at before because this means we have more points being spread out to more players. I did do one thing off screen that I think might actually help us in the long run here. As you can see, I have Kreider, Duchene, and Oshie on the first line. I have Domi, Coyle, and Tarasenko on the second. Now, you might be wondering why in God's earth is Tarasenko on the second line. He's a 94 overall, and that's because I'm going by their locker room chemistry and who they play best with. You can see here their morale, high locker room chemistry with Brodziak, Coyle, and Gibson. Of course, I'm not going to play him with Zikas on the third line or anything. So Tarasenko has high locker room chemistry with Charlie Coyle, so there he is. Max Domi here has high locker room chemistry with Tarasenko, so I had to put him with Tarasenko, so it just makes sense that these three were on the same line. Kreider here is good with Duchene, so I had to put him with Duchene. Matt Duchene is with Oshie, Alzner, and Ekholm, so I had to put him with Oshie, and Oshie has high locker room chemistry with Duchene, Alzner, and Ekholm as well, so I had to put him with Duchene. So I feel like this is why they're getting so many points spread out between them. I just think this works a lot better. And Tarasenko still has first-line power play time, so second-line minutes is not really going to affect his morale too much. And if I do see that it is dropping, I will just switch him with TJ Oshie and make a line change if necessary. But so far, it seems to be working, spreading the points out a little bit to two different lines. This is why I wish that Charlie Coyle would have a few more points because Tarasenko's there, getting a lot of goals and a lot of points. Max Domi is doing pretty well with points himself. And this is also why I'm disappointed in Chris Kreider here because we have TJ Oshie and Matt Duchene getting a lot of points. So maybe look to trade Chris Kreider. I know I was thinking about doing it last season as well, but we really do need a left-wing sniper. I mean, we have Svechnikov and Michael Dalcol here. He might be coming up next season as well. So I don't know. I was really looking for like an elite, like an 80. If I could switch him for like an 86 left wing sniper just to play on the first line, I feel like that'd be better. But what are you gonna do? So we're just gonna get into some of the simulation here. We are third in our division, which is good. We're just gonna go 1 month at a time here and just take things as we go. 12, 8, and 3. Not the best record. I think we were better last time, if I remember correctly. Hopefully we can get a big win streak here. They are offering Pysyk and a third-round pick for Noah Juleson. Let's just take a look at this. I don't think I want to get rid of Noah Juleson, but if Matt Pysyk is worth it, then it might be something to look at. 79. Oh, no. Absolutely not. 25 years old, top 4 D potential, but he's a medium. He's 25. He's 79 overall. Is that because he's just not happy? What's his morale? Am I not allowed to see that? Here. Where's Pysyk? Yeah, he's not very happy. So he would be up. His overall would be a lot higher. He's just not happy with being on this team, probably because he's not getting a lot of minutes. And a third for Noah Juleson. Let's take a look at Juleson here. 73 overall, minor league top 6. Currently has no concerns. Oh, he'd be a big piece in the future. Let's take a look at our defense right now. See if we could use a player like Pysyk. His overall is going to go up if we trade for him because he's unhappy playing in Pittsburgh. He might go up to like an 84 or something. Maybe. So you can see here we have Morgan Riley, Carl Osner as our top pair. Ekholm and Cece is there. And then Orpik and Schlemko. I wouldn't be mad about coming off of Schlemko and then possibly playing him in his spot. I know Cody Cece here. I wish he would grow, but he's just not looking like he's going to grow for us. So, let's see if we can... See, they want Juleson. I'm wondering if they'll just do Schlemko 1-for-1. For Pysyk. What are we looking at? What is Pysyk? A two-way defender? Schlemko's what? Defensive defenseman? Let's take a look at your stats. Your shooting category is pretty bad. Yeah, I think I'm just going to say no to this. I think I'm just going to say no to that. So we get the win against Buffalo, which is big. Locker room chemistry. We're on a 2-game win streak. 3-game win streak after a huge 6-1 blowout against the Kings. Going up against the Hurricanes again. We beat them in a shootout last game. And we lose in a shootout this game. So we get shut out there. That's not what I want. But at least we get a point from that. We're keeping the point streak going. Big 6-1 victory over the Sharks. We're just dominating the Pacific Division right now. Against the Rangers, can we keep this point streak going? 4-1 loss in regulation. Okay, well, we had to lose in regulation eventually. Another big win there against the Columbus Blue Jackets. We're now 17-9-4. We're really killing it right now. We're really killing it right now. So I think, yes, we're going to the queue, forwards for 6 weeks. Okay, let's go through here. Montreal, divisional opponent. We get a big shootout win against them, I should say. Going up against... Wow, okay. Big shutout against the Columbus Blue Jackets. We lose again in regulation to the Rangers. I guess they just have our kryptonite. Or they are our kryptonite, I should say. Another shootout loss, or regulation loss. So that's 2 in a row. And we bounce back with a big win against Buffalo. Can we make it 2 in a row against Buffalo? That'd be really nice. All right, so we get 2 in a row against Buffalo to end the season on a high... Or end the month on a high note, rather. I just can't speak today for whatever reason. But... We're now in January. This is the first of the new year. We are 21-11-4. Let's take a look at the stats here. Locker room chemistry up to 76%. And we are still in 3rd place in our division. It looks like both wildcard slots are in our division as well. We're 2 points behind Toronto for 2nd place and 3 points behind the Senators for 1st. So this is really anybody's race because even like the Lightning and the Panthers, who are in the wildcards positions, are only like 8 and 7 points out of 1st, respectively, so they could even catch at this point. So it's going to be really close finishing here. I have no doubt in my mind that we're actually going to overtake these Yeah, because look, we have 2 games in hand against the Toronto Maple Leafs, and we're only 2 points behind. So if we get 3 points out of a possible 4, we're going to jump them. And then I believe we have 1 game in hand. Yes, we have 1 game in hand against the Senators there as well. So we could really catch up here. And I'm not too worried about it. I think we have a really good chance at winning our division, especially if we keep playing like we've been playing. TJ Oshie still leads the team in points with 37 points in 36 games. Tarasenko's down to 34 points in 36 games, so he fell off a point per game there. Duchesne kind of did as well, 30 points in 36 games. Max Domi is up to 29 points, and that's incredible. Charlie Coyle and Chris Kreider, it looked like they start turning it around as well. Morgan Riley's keeping up pace. So, yes, this is looking very good. Coyle and Kreider started putting on a little bit of a show there because I know Kreider especially wasn't very high at all, so he started putting in a lot more points this past month. So I'm very happy with how we're playing. Tarasenko on the second line, I'm still not sure how I feel about that. TJ Oshie's up to an 89 overall. That's pretty huge. That just goes to show that he's feeling pretty good on this team. Let's go ahead and back out of here. And let's go ahead and sim another month. Locker room chemistry is still going up. This is everything's looking good. We're definitely a playoff contending team. We're definitely contending to win the conference. At this point, I feel like we're still contending to win the conference. Definitely our division, at least. So maybe we might even be able to finish with the President's Trophy if we get on a big win streak here. It's entirely possible. So let's go ahead and just sim this month here and get into February. Against the Philadelphia Flyers, big win there. Let's keep the wins coming. Against Colorado, shootout loss there. I think Colorado a really good record too, if I'm not mistaken. Going up against the Chicago Blackhawks, who also have a very similar record to us. We beat them. Big win there against Chicago. Going up against Pittsburgh, who's not having the best season at all. We beat them as well. This is a big game against Toronto. Can we get the victory here? We lose in regulation. That really sucks for us. We needed that victory to catch them. Shootout loss there to the Columbus Blue Jackets. It's a point. We'll take it. Then we shut out the Wild on the next game. We beat the Bruins, so we're back on a winning pace here. Let's beat Florida. They had that wild card position. I think we need to win these next two games here against Florida and Ottawa. We beat Florida. That's huge. Ottawa is just running away with this thing. We lose in a shootout. We get a point, but I would have really liked to get a win there. St. Louis there, we end up catching an L as well. We need to beat Minnesota here. We beat them last time. We shut them out last time, so let's get another victory here against Minnesota. Waivers. I don't think I need you. Mike Richards. I'd like to pick him up just because it's Mike Richards, but I don't need him. I really don't. We're going to decline that. Minnesota here. They're having a bad season. We need to get this victory. Another 2-0 win over Minnesota. That's pretty big. Now, coming up against this game, coming up on this game against the Senators, we need to win this game. And we lose 7-5. Good Lord. What happened there? Yeah, I think we're still going to be third. Hopefully. That was a very average month. Can we see what this is? I guess this is just not going to work for us. I think we're third. No, we're second. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're second. That's good. We hopped over the Maple Leafs here. And Tarasenko gains the top point earner slot here. Kind of turning it on a little bit there, trying to get back to a point per game. TJ Oshie still up there at a point per game-ish. Max Domi is at 40 points, so he surpassed Matt Duchene there. Charlie Coyle, Morgan Riley, and Chris Kreider are still trying to get back up there as well. Charlie Coyle's really turned it on lately the past 2 months. Chris Kreider seems to be kind of hit and miss. I don't know how I feel about Chris Kreider, guys. If I would have someone in my top 6, I want them to be scoring for us. Chris Kreider doesn't seem to be doing that. He's on the first line with TJ Oshie and Matt Duchene. He should be getting more than 29 points in 50 games. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and check the goaltenders here because we didn't check them last time. See how everyone's doing. John Gibson, not the best. He's 21, 13, and 5, which is a pretty good record. But you can see there 2.49 goals against. That could be a little bit better. Bring that down to maybe 2.2. Save percentage is pretty good, though, at .921. And Kerry Ramo here playing fantastic. 7-1 and 2. 1.34 goals against average. That is insane. And .957 save percentage. That is absolutely nuts. So Kerry Ramos playing out of his friggin' mind as their backup goaltender. That's incredible. I can't. He's allowed 14 goals in 12 games. That's amazing. So I'm really happy he's playing that well. If only John Gibson could play that well, we'd be in a really good spot. So let's go ahead and check the entire NHL here. We're almost through the regular season. I just want to be able to spot where we are in this race. I don't know why I'm doing this. It should be whole teams, right? No, I don't know what we're doing. Okay, we're just going to check all skaters for point totals so far. Let's see what we're looking at. Stamkos, of course, a lot of points there. Ovechkin, Jamie Benn at 96 overall. Nothing really too surprising here with all these players. Zetterberg, good to see him up there. I wish we could have had him on our team. Atkinson, yeah. So a bunch of players you would pretty much expect up there. I think, yeah, Tarasenko is going to be way down there. So, yeah, we have a couple of guys that are near a point per game, but no one performing at 63 points so far. So, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and back out of that. Let's go ahead and check team stats here. I just want to see if there's anything we can improve, because that was a fairly average month that month. We are 3 points ahead of the Toronto Maple Leafs, and we have 2 games in hand. And we were only 4 points behind the Senators, and we still have 2 games in hand against them, so we could catch them realistically. We could catch them, so that's really good for us. Let's go ahead and check out our goals for per game. Looks like we have the highest in our division, which is good. That means our goals against per game must be pretty high as well, though. Actually, we have the lowest in our division, so why are we not in first? We have the highest amount of goals for. We have the lowest amount of goals against. I don't understand that. Let's check out our power play percentage here. Not the best. I think it's 5th in our division. That could be probably improved. I'm not a fan of that. It needs to be higher. Power play percentage definitely needs to be higher. I think special teams might be where we're lacking. We are number 3 in our division when it comes to penalty kill. Tell me how the Buffalo Sabres have the best penalty kill in the division and they are second to last. I don't understand. But yeah, so we're looking pretty good. We have the. I don't know how we're only second, but I think that we should be able to catch the Ottawa Senators by the end of the season. I forgot to check the entire NHL stats. Okay, so let's go ahead and check and see where we fall in the entire league here. As you can see, we are currently 6th place. We are 15 points behind the New York Islanders. Oh my goodness. And 9 points behind the Colorado Avalanche for second. So, yeah, I mean, we could catch the Avs possibly. We have a couple games in hand. But I don't see us catching the New York Islanders. I think the Islanders are going to be the President's Trophy winners this year. So there kind of goes that hope. But at least we can still win our division. That's still a very obtainable goal. So next game is against Philadelphia here. Let's go ahead and sim the rest of this month. I don't know why this game's moving so slow today. Nothing's popping up for us. Okay, so let's go ahead and sim February here. Go down to the trade deadline, see if anyone wants to make a trade with us, or see if there's anything that we even need to do. I think we might need to improve on the back end a little bit. I probably can improve on Schlemko if needed. Okay, so we beat the Flyers. Big game against the Tampa Bay Lightning. We do end up with a victory there. So let's get a big win streak here. We have the Islanders coming up, who are the likely President's Trophy winners. If we can pull out a game against them, that'd be really fantastic for us. And we beat them. Awesome. In regulation, too. That's good. So 4-game win streak here after we beat the Vancouver Canucks. Going up against the Coyotes. They beat us in regulation. Okay. We need to make sure we get those at least to overtime so we can get a point out of it. All the points matter. And then we lose 2 games straight in regulation. We beat the Ducks. Let's get back on the winning track here. Shut out the Lightning. Beautiful. Up against the Dallas Stars. Can we do it? Yes, we do. So, big game here against the Winnipeg Jets, who have a good record. Beat them. Colorado, second in the conference, or second in the whole NHL, excuse me. We lose to them in regulation. So here's a little bye week. Let's see if we can beat the Dallas Stars here as well. I think they had a decent record, right? Yeah, they have a good record. We lose in regulation. Calgary Flames, good record, lose in regulation. The Blues, decent record. We need to pull out a victory here. We lost the 3 games in regulation. We just got stomped by the Calgary Flames. Let's get a win. And we do. Okay, so at least we end February on a winning note. But we lost 3 in a row in regulation. And yeah, so we're starting to pull away from the rest of the division here. It's really just a race between us and Ottawa. But losing those 3 games really hurt us. If we would have won just one of them, we would be right there knocking on the door. But I think they only have 1 game in hand now, or we only have 1 game in hand instead of the 2 that we had. So losing those 3 games really blew it for us. Even if we just took 1 to overtime, I think we lost to the Flames, 5-4. If we would have managed to take that to overtime, that would have been a lot better for us as well. So this might be starting to slip away on us. We need to do something. I'm going to go ahead and look at our lines, see if there's something we can do to maybe improve. And hopefully we can make a trade if we do need something. So you see here, no one's really growing. So Zcash is up to an 85. That's awesome. And Brodziak is up to an 83. So as well as TJ Oshie still being there at an 89. So that's really the only growth we're seeing. Maybe CC's up to an 84. That's a good sign. I need him to grow for us. I really need him to grow for us. Maybe come off Schlemko for somebody. He is a defensive defenseman, but I have another one in Carl Alsner. If I can get like another elite defenseman, That'd be really good. Like maybe another offensive defenseman since I have 3 defensive ones. Uh, Perhaps. Goaltenders, they're still good. Okay, so um, yeah, maybe we can make a trade here or look for something that we can do. Uh, let's see. Score Yoshi. Oh, she got 4 goals. Oh, he got 4 points. Okay, I was gonna say. Before we do that, let's just go ahead and check out our player stats. Tarasenko's still there as our leading scorer. 66 points in 63 games, so he is surpassing point per game yet again. TJ Oshie there, falling off a little bit, 58 points. Max Domi is playing incredible there with Vladimir Tarasenko on his line, 53 points. Matt Duchene with 51. Charlie Coyle, going to be a 50-point scorer this year. Morgan Riley will probably end up being one as well. Chris Kreider, only 35 points on the first line. I'm telling you, I want to do something to improve upon Chris Kreider. I don't think he's a very good player. Patrick Maroon on the 4th line with 29 points. Chris Kreider on the 1st line with 35. That's kind of ridiculous. This 4th line's killing it though. Brodziak with 27, Glendening with 23. That's pretty good 4th line for us. I don't think anyone is a minus either. Is anyone a minus? No, we have no minus players on this team. That's absolutely fantastic. So let's. Do we need to make any moves or anything? I want to bulk up for the playoffs. I think defense and maybe improving on Chris Kreider would be the way to do that. Let's go ahead and scout some players real quick, see if we can find somebody. I'm going to be right back. Alright guys, I'm back here. We have a trade that I'm going to try and get through with the Anaheim Ducks. I don't know how it's going to work. We might need to throw in a pick as well. We're trying to upgrade Chris Kreider here into Thomas Tatar, who is a left-wing sniper. No, he's a left-wing two-way forward, excuse me. But he's not afraid to put the puck in the net. You can see his stats are really good. Great shooting category, great puck skills, great skating, great senses. You can see here he's putting up a lot more points than Chris Kreider is. 17 goals, 24 assists. I feel like he'd be a very good complement on the first line. 2 years remaining on his deal, so we can keep him next year as well. Then we also have this player here as a roster spot. He's a 2-way defender, 80 overall. I could just throw him down in the AHL because we're probably going to be calling up Dylan McElrath if this goes through, because McElrath is an 82 overall, just like Schlemko here. And he's a lot younger, and I feel like he'd be a lot better for us. Schlemko, I mean, I felt like we could upgrade from him. We maybe still can if we want to trade some picks or something. But, yeah, I feel like we have an easy replacement with Dylan McElrath there. We could just send him down, this V2 guy. We can send him down to the AHL to kind of replace McElrath. So this is the trade I'm going to try for. As you can see, the Anaheim Ducks have a really good record. They're listed as contenders. So let's see if we can make this go through. We're going to propose the trade, see if we can get Tomas Tatar to our team. And they reject. Okay, they're totally unwilling to do it because value, all that. They're not willing to trade these players. So let's go ahead and try if we can try and see if we can slip in like a 3rd-round pick or something. They do want our 3rd. I didn't click Tampa Bay 2nd. Come on now. Let's see if they want our 3rd. We can see if we can slip that in there, make it a bit better. You can see that kind of outweighs the trade value there a little bit. And they accept it. So we upgrade from Chris Kreider to get Tomas Tatar. I like that. We're going to go to roster moves here. Yeah, people are losing morale for trading away Chris Kreider. I'm sorry, but Tomas Tatar is just better for us, I think, points-wise. That might have just screwed us out of the playoffs, to be honest, or screwed us in the playoffs, but I think it was a better move for us. So we're going to send you down to the AHL, and we're going to go ahead and call up Mr. Dylan McElrath here. You can see he's an 82 overall, just like Schlemko was. He's listed as a depth defender still, though, so I'm hoping he might grow a little bit. You can see his physical category is incredible. Defensive defenseman. I think his shooting category is probably a little bit better as well, just because the power is incredibly high. His defensive category is better. His skating category is pretty good. He could use better puck skills, maybe a bit better poise, better discipline, but I think that we can go ahead and call him up. It shouldn't be too big of a thing. Michael Dalcol is an 81 overall. That's incredible. Svechnikov is here at a 78. So Michael Dalcol, definitely NHL ready next year. Is he going to want to be called up now? He's a minor scoring forward. That's still incredible for us. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish this. I feel like that should be fine. This V2 guy does not like being on our team. Okay, so let's see if we can... we'll just go best lines for now. That might have just screwed everything up, but I think we might look for another defenseman. These guys are contenders, champions. Let's go for like a hopeful team, like these guys. Let's see if they have a good depth defenseman for us, and we can see if we can... Wow, they want to trade all their picks. Why do they want to trade their picks? Okay, well, let's look for a rebuilder. Are there any rebuilders here that might want to get rid of somebody? A lot of hopefuls. No, I don't see any rebuilders here. I know the Penguins are doing pretty terrible this season. So let's see if they want to give away any defensemen. Doesn't look like it. Wow. Okay, so that's that. Sharks, they want to give away any defensemen. Severson, Sergachev. Sergachev would just be a big upgrade from Juleson, but I want someone that I can plug and play now to get us a Stanley Cup. So, like a Stetcher. That should go through. 1 year left on entry-level deal, it looks like. High 60 potential. 23 years old. He's still growing. His role is a top 4D as of right now. Ooh, do we do this? Do we do this? It looks like we might have to go with the second. Okay, so draft picks. They only want the second. Do they take a second from next year? Probably not. They might. They might take the second from next year. Okay, so let's try this. Noah Juleson. It's been real, dude, but we want to win a cup. We're the CIS champions. So Noah Juleson is second round pick for this Thomas Stetcher. Will it go through? Rejected. Okay, it looks like they want the one from this year. I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to do this because I want to go far this year. Juleson's a good player for the future, but we also have a lot of young defensemen like Morgan Riley and Cody Ceci that can really carry us that far anyway. Proposed trade. Trade accepted. Okay, so we get a good quality player. Troy Stetcher, not Thomas Stetcher. We get a good quality player here in Troy Stetcher. We can send McElrath down, and we can call, unless Stetcher's already up. It looks like Stetcher might already be up, so we're just going to send... Oh, he has to go through waivers? He only has a one-way deal? Oh, you're kidding me. Well, I guess we just have to hope that no one claims him, right? Did no one claim him? Really? No one claimed him? Okay. That's fun. That's funny. Okay, so I think that means he was already on the team, right? Stetcher? Yep, Stetcher's right here. Okay, so we need to go to edit lines. And I'm just going to edit these lines really quick, guys. I will be right back. Oh, shit. You're not even wrong, dude. Zika. McElrath and Tarasenko. All right, guys, I'm back, and as you can see, Dylan McElrath is not on the team, even though it said that he was. So I don't know if he actually got claimed on waivers. Let's just go ahead and find that out. I really hope that he didn't. It said that that the AHL gained. Yeah, it said that the AHL gained locker room chemistry for him coming back or something, right? So let's just go ahead and go to roster moves, I guess, just see if he's still on the roster, because I don't know. It said he was there. I really hope he is still in the system. Yeah, he's not here. I don't know where he went. I don't know where he went. Well, that's kind of annoying. You know, they didn't tell us where he was. Let's go ahead and just sim one day and then see if he turns up. We made all the trades we want to make here. The lines are all edited. We lose in the shootout. That's fine. Whatever. Locker room interactions. Why? Why? What's going on? McElrath claimed by the Penguins. So why didn't it tell us that? I don't know why it didn't tell us that. That's kind of annoying. I wish they would have. But, you know, I guess this is how this game goes. They don't have to tell you anything. They just say, oh, yeah, your team's doing great because they got him back, and then they never get him back. So that's kind of annoying. I wish that I would have known that before I did it, because I wouldn't have brought him up in the first place if I knew we were just going to send him back down. I didn't know he had a one-way contract. I thought he had a two-way, so that's my fault. We lost Dylan McElrath. Oh well, I'm sure we can get him back if we need him. We also lost Noah Juleson. So we have like 0 people except for Siloff in the AHL who are actually going to be anything for us for defensemen. Let's just go ahead and sim the rest of the season. I don't see why we shouldn't be able to do that. We're definitely a playoff team. I hope we finish first in the division. We can still do that. We're only a couple of points behind Ottawa, but if we keep losing like this, we're not going to be able to. So we beat the Capitals. See if we can beat the Penguins. We actually get shut out by the Penguins after they pick up McElrath off of us. Wow. I guess those line changes actually ended up hurting us. I guess they actually ended up hurting us. Why is Maroon losing morale for ice time? What is going on? Okay, no, we're dipping out real quick here. We're not. I need to check something out here. People are losing morale because of ice time. What is that all about? Come on now. Come on now. We're only 3 points behind Ottawa, though, so that's good. We can still catch them. So Maroon's sitting here. As you can see, I put Zizekas on the second line here because he had same overall as Charlie Coyle, and he had highest locker room chemistry with Tarasenko here. I don't see what all I can do to help you, Patrick Maroon. Like, why are you so sad? What are you listed as? Third line scoring forward? Sorry, buddy. I'm surprised Charlie Coyle's not getting mad. He's listed as a second line forward. Let's see. Can we put... We have Tatar. Yeah, I mean... What really can you do, you know? Can we put Maroon, like, on the power... Or the... Not the four-man power play. Can we put him on, like, the penalty kill or something? Do we need Oshie there? I mean, I'm sure Oshie's better defensively than Patrick Maroon, but I don't want him yelling and screaming. Patrick Maroon, he's a power forward. He's not very good on the PK. You're just have to cry about it, buddy. There's really nothing I can do for you, friend. There's really nothing I can do for you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's anything I can do for Patrick Maroon. So we're just going to go ahead and hop out of here. If it lets me. Thank you. Finally. I mean... Whatever, man. We're going to be in the playoffs soon anyway. He's going to gain morale from making the playoffs, so shouldn't be too bad. And as soon as we're in the playoffs, like, I don't care. We're probably going to trade Maroon anyway. He's being kind of annoying. So, 2-game winning streak here. I guess they all figured out how to play with each other. Griffins lose locker room chemistry. Derek Roy is gaining locker room chemistry or whatever. Morale, whatever it is. Let's go to the O. Look for defense for 6 weeks because we're going to need some defensemen after trading all of them. Not so much trading them, but losing one, trading the other. We get stomped by the Panthers, man. That kind of sucks. We come back with a big win there against the Caps, though. Can we beat the Boston Bruins here? That'd be really terrific for us. We do. Keep them out of the playoff race, please. And then the Montreal Canadiens, not having the best year. We lose to them anyway. Then we beat the New Jersey Devils there. So we're looking pretty good. 44, 24, and 9. We're not going to finish with 50 wins. However, there's no way to do that, especially since we just lost there to the Rangers. Can we beat the Ottawa Senators? Can we at least beat the Ottawa Senators? We do beat them, okay, but when it doesn't matter. We hit 100 points, so we're definitely in the playoffs. We're at 100 points right now. Let's end with 104. Can we end with 104? No, we can't. We end with 102. Okay, so we end the regular season with 102 points, but good enough for second in our division. Very respectable, absolutely. 74% locker room chemistry there. We clinch a spot in the playoffs. And you can see there Ken Ramos in our net right now. So let's go ahead and end the regular season here. And this is also where we're going to end the video. We clinch. Okay, so as you can see here, it looks like both the wild card spots are going to be in our division. And Buffalo just barely missed out, man. Buffalo just barely missed out. Hang on. Let me check this really quick. Yeah, and then we're going to look at our player stats as well. But wasn't Florida? Florida was in a wild card spot for like half the year. How did they just like stop playing? That's hilarious. But yeah, you can see this is like a really tight race. Like Tampa Bay could have made it. Florida was only 9 points out of it. Let's check the Central Division. No, that's Central. Let's check the Metro. Or just the entire NHL. That's cool too. Where did we finish? We finished 6th. And we were second in our division. That's not bad. As you can see here, the Islanders, yeah, they won the President's Trophy. Not really too surprised there. Check the Metro. How close were they? Oh, the Hurricanes should be probably pretty pissed right about now. Ooh, boy. Ooh. They had 87 points, just like both the teams in our division that made the playoffs. They must have had lower regulation overtime wins. Blue Jackets were right there as well. So, yeah, everyone was pretty much in contention except for the Penguins. That's what you get for claiming McElrath. So Vladimir Tarasenko, 85 points in 82 games for us. That's awesome. TJ Oshie just under a point per game there with 81. Duchesne finished with 74. Max Domi kind of fell off there a little bit at the end, only 67 points. Charlie Coyle came alive a little bit with 56. Tomas Tatar with 53. I don't know how much he did for us. I don't think he did a whole lot. I don't think he did a whole lot for us. Of course, he's a minus player because he was with another team before us. Same thing with Stetcher here, who finished with 40 points for Stetcher. He's probably, he already grew to 86 overall, so I might need to bump him up to the second line. I have him on the third line defensive pairing, on the second line power play, and the first line penalty kill. So I know he's getting his ice time, but I wouldn't mind him playing more on 5-on-5. Morgan Riley, of course, 44 points, killing it. Casey Cizikas, who is on the second line now, is 38 points there. Patrick Maroon, 33 on the fourth line. Kyle Brodziak there on the fourth line with 30 points. And it looks like Prince and Marchessault were kind of hurting without Casey Cizikas there. So that might be a move I make, dropping him back down to the third line. I don't know. We can look at that. I'll probably look at that off screen. Because this is where the video is ending right here, guys. We are going into the playoffs. Who are we going up? Yeah, wow, I can't speak. Who are we going up against? The Toronto Maple Leafs. All right. And as you can see here, our offense is 93, our defense is 93, and our goaltending should also be up to like an 89 as soon as we get our starting goaltender back in the net. So let's go ahead and sim to the next game here. Sim up to this date. Excuse me. It's actually at 90 goaltending, so it's fantastic. Okay, so we're going up against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Very first round of the playoffs. We're going to start the playoffs in the next video. So if you guys like this, if you guys like how much better we perform this year, please leave a like down below, as well as leave a comment. Tell me what you expect us to do in the playoffs. Tell me if there's any moves that you think I should have made, or just make fun of me for actually like just losing McElrath for nothing. You know, do whatever you want to do down there. But if you like what you saw, please subscribe to be notified when other videos come out, as well as follow me on my Twitch and on my Twitter to be notified. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Till next time, my name's Shoquafina, and I'm out.